Hi there, everybody. It's Scotty reporting in from Southwest Washington State on the 30th day of December in the year 2018. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and here at the ranch where I live, the lady that owns the ranch where I live and work is going to be having a little luncheon with some friends of hers, and so I was invited for that. It's going to be between about 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So there's a special Chinese restaurant across the river on the Oregon side that a Chinese restaurant that the gal that I live with here loves the food there, and so she's going to pre-order, about $100 worth of food, various mixtures of dishes from that particular Chinese restaurant, and so I'm going to be making the run across the bridge, so I'm going to be the gopher going and chasing that down. But the best part of it is I'm invited to the luncheon, so it's going to be all kinds of great snacks and visits tomorrow. As far as tomorrow evening to ring in the new year for the last 5 years, and including tomorrow night, I'm going to be staying below the radar, off the road, staying at home, probably watching some documentaries and putting some earplugs in when they start firing off the fireworks for about an hour or two here in my area, which they do every year, but that's fine. Everybody's having a great old time. But ringing in the New Year's, no big deal to me. I just generally stay at home. It used to be that I stayed at home with my dog because Otis, that I lost here last February, but he'd go nuts when those fireworks are going off. So always on the 4th of July or New Year's evening, I would stay at home with him and try to comfort him from the shrill sound of the fireworks going off. But anyway, today it was raining all day. We've still dodged a bullet here in my area. In the valley area, we're at the foothills of the western foothills of the Cascade Range, and the snow level's been hovering around 2,000, 2,500 feet. So us at about 125, 150 feet above sea level here in our area, we've been dodging the bullet so far up to this point without any snow. But it has been raining a lot, and today was no exception. So friend of mine and I that normally get together once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, we are planning a trip to the Superstition Mountain Range down in the deserts of Arizona, hopefully sometime in the middle of April of this next year. And so we get together and get a bite to eat, and sometimes go to a coffee shop. This time we took a 120-mile drive, even though it was raining out, so I thought I'd take some footage, and I did, and I'll be splicing that in with this video at the end, and it's going to be a little bit boring, but there's a couple of landmark bridges we crossed and just kind of some banter while we were driving around in the rain there for that 120 miles. So anyway, I just hope everybody's having a great New Year's coming up, and stay safe. And if you have to go on the road from place to place tomorrow, be a good idea to just take extra care and kind of keep both eyes open and look both ways, even if you're crossing a one-way street. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and add some of that footage. It's kind of a experimental video that I'm putting together here. When we took that trip, I forgot to take the microphone along that I use for the audio, because the audio is so crummy built into this cheap camera that I have. So anyway, it'll sound a little staticky, but put it together. I don't know how long it's going to last, but you can quit watching this video right now, or at any point if you start getting bored watching it, because it's really not much, just kind of an experimental video that I put together and just had a little bit of fun on this trip. So a lot of videos coming up in the future I plan on putting together, especially when the weather improves and I can get outdoors, where I really like to do my filming. So there'll be some stories coming up in the future too that I'll put together, some vlogs and such. It's gonna take a couple 3 days before I get started on that, but anyway, here we go. And like I said before, everybody have a great New Year's Eve tomorrow, and a New Year's Day the following day, whether if you're watching college football or just staying at home kicking your feet up and enjoying some of the treats and sweets that you got from this past Christmas. So anyway, everybody, we'll be signing off here, and I got some footage coming up of our brief trip that we took today. All right, we're approaching the Columbia River here from Longview and Kelso over to Rainier, Oregon. Heading towards the south from the Washington side. Wanted to see how this turns out. Looks like everything's further off in the distance. Well, I bet you this thing's a thrill in the wintertime. I don't know, but it's high enough to where they don't have to lift it for anything. Those Navy ships that come in for the Rose Festival and all that shit, they don't have to lift it for them. Yay! Successful trip from the Washington side of the Columbia River to the Oregon side. I'm going to show her that. Dwayne's making fun of my champagne runs for Val. That's true. That's part of my duties to get the popcorn. The barter system's kind of a funny system where I have to trade making booze runs for a place to stay. Well, it's not very good sound quality, but I'll play it. We're on the St. John's Bridge in St. John's, Oregon. There's the Willamette River this time. They're looking towards Portland, towards the south. And we've got the river that goes off towards the north. Say hi to the camera, Dwayne. Hello, everybody. More adventures. You want to dance? Come on. He wants to dance, old Lucas. Yeah. You want a bath? You want a bath? Oh, there he goes. How about some pepperoni? Oh, he's so funny. Come here, Luke. Come here. Come here. Oh, goodness gracious. Old Luke loves the camera, don't you, Luke? Oh, there's some good footage of Luke. You get that for Christmas, Luke? You want a bath? Huh? You want a bath? Oh, you don't want a bath, do you? Oh, there you go.